We are pleased to report our initial testing of a newly developed tool for documenting a risk of bias assessment for scientific research. In the current approach to peer review, risk of bias assessment is often not done, and when it is done, each reviewer does it in a different way and to a different degree of thoroughness. We created a risk of bias assessment tool, the ROBAT, that can help you select the type of bias to report and document its potential to influence the research results. We conducted a pilot study to develop our ability to conduct usability research and give the ROBAT its first evaluation. We recruited 18 people online. All parts of the study were done online, including enrollment, consent, and completing all the surveys. Participants were asked to complete a risk of bias assessment without the ROBAT, with the ROBAT, and then again with the ROBAT after we applied improvements, though participants could do as many surveys as they chose. 18 people enrolled, but only 10 completed any risk of bias assessments and reported on 32 risk of bias assessment attempts. Most risk of bias assessments could be completed, and there were no significant differences in completion rates with or without the ROBAT. Median times to complete the risk of bias assessment ranged from 20 minutes to 35 minutes with or without the ROBAT, but there was a wide spread of individual times and no significant differences between with and without the ROBAT. As an initial usability study, the primary goal was to identify issues to improve the usability of the ROBAT. The most common usability issue was a suggestion to add instructions. We added instructions to each page view, as you can see in the instructions box at the top. There are hundreds of types of bias. The second most common suggestion was to facilitate quicker ways to find a specific type of bias. On the left, we added a searchable and collapsible hierarchical listing of all the types of bias. In conclusion, our initial testing shows preliminary evidence of efficiency and satisfaction with the ROBAT. More substantially, the pilot study shows feasibility of rapidly developing and implementing usability research online. We ultimately added a simple feedback button to the website with a subset of the functionality of the pilot study. The project was successful in identifying usability issues that led to a much improved ROBAT. Please contact us at fevir.net if you would like to test the tool in your setting. We are especially interested in uses for systematic review development and for journal peer review.